My pawb, sut ydych chi? Hello everyone, how are we all? Well, welcome back to my channel, and yes, you've guessed it, another kit. But this one, I thought I'd actually go through and do the stamping with you. Normally I prep everything first to make it a bit quicker, but this is a slightly different one. It's not a card kit, it's the Love Treats kit, which make these lovely I don't know what you call them, favour boxes, I suppose they're called. You can make them for Valentine's, for a wedding, any reason really, a special party. They're really quite sweet. So, as per normal, you get a set of instructions. You get a D acrylic block, you get a set of stamps. So you've got thank you for celebrating with us, which obviously is for a wedding, be my Valentine. There's a little one that says love. Love is sweet, enjoy a treat. Hugs and kisses. And then there's a couple of circles. That one's like a flowery wreath. There's a heart outline. And this one is the XOXO, which apparently, I didn't know, means hugs and kisses. And then, oh no, actually that's the outline heart and that's the fill-in heart, and then you get this lovely little triangle of flowers here. So we're going to be using those today. You get 2 sheets of these, one in the soft succulent and one in the petal pink. I had to check that one, I was going to say pale papaya. Petal pink. Obviously petal pink is still in the Stampin' Up colour set, but the soft succulent is now retired, so if you've still got it, you could use those colours, the petal pink and the succulent, the succulent one, to do the stamping instead of the basic grey, which is the colour that you actually get with the kit. I'm actually going to be using the grey one today. And then you get several sheets of these stick-on hearts. Oh, these are stick-on as well. I forgot to mention these are stick-on hearts, and these are stick-on hearts, and you can do some stamping on these. So I will keep out one of each of those to use. That's those. And then you get 20 of these die cut boxes. So they come die cut and words won't come to me today. It's ready so that you can fold them. They've got the creases in there. You just need to burnish them to make up the little box, which is great. So there's 20 of those. So you can make 4 different styles. So I'm going to put that back in. I'm going to put those back in. I'm going to put that back in. I've got my other stamping blocks here ready to use today. So I'll put that over there. Oh, sorry, I'm knocking you about. I've got 4 of those, and I need instructions because you need to know when you're stamping these 2 bits, you need to make sure that you're stamping the bit that they tell you in the instructions and everything's the right way up, so that when they're actually folded and made up, these are facing the right way. Otherwise it'll all be upside down and back to front and won't be fun at all. Okay, so for this I'm going to prepare my stamps. So I'm gonna, oh no, did I do that on a big, no, I did use the D block for that one. Let me get my D block back out. Yeah, that's better, because you need something that's big enough to put that on. Okay, so that one's going to go on the D block, and then I've got one of the circle ones. Which one was it? Oh, the Hugs and Kisses one. These are C blocks, by the way, and that's the, oh, is it a wreath? It's sort of star. It is flowers and leafy bits if you look at it up close. That's that. And then for the little hearts, I'm putting those on these A blocks, which are obviously the smallest ones that Stampin' Up do. That's the solid one, that's the outline one. Now we need Love is Sweet, Enjoy a Treat, which I think is just, yeah, that will fit on an A block as well. I've got the Be My Valentine, which I can fit on this one, which is a G block. And what's the other one? Thank You for Celebrating With Us is the other one, which goes on a B block. And then there's Hugs and Kisses. Now I think the Hugs and Kisses one I can actually fit within the circle of whichever one it is, and I think it's this one. But I might do it separately. I'll leave it on here for now. Right, okay, so read the instructions, that's the most important bit. So the first, the bottom part gives you the bits that you need to make each different type of box. You can make 4 different styles of boxes. Of course you could make them all the same if you wanted to, but it's nice to have a little bit of a change up. So that tells you the bits that you need, and then the actual instructions are here. Okay, so we get the box and put it, well, it doesn't really matter which way up you put it, but you need the triangular floral bit and the Thank You for Celebrating With Us. Okay, so for this I'm going to use my full-size basic grey pad, because I prefer to use the full-size ones, not keen on the little ones. Okay, so that goes on this end. Oh, you can just hear the concentration. Can you hear the cogs going round? There we go. Oh, that's lovely. So stamp that one there, and then turn it round to do the Thanks for Celebrating With Us. Or Thank You for Celebrating With Us, rather. So that one goes up this end. There we go. So that's that. Now I need to get my bone folder so that I can actually burnish it. So just fold it along all the creases. You'll have to excuse me if I sound a bit tired today, but I spent yesterday at the National Eisteddfod on the Llŷn Peninsula, which is not that far from where I live. But we did get stuck in traffic on the way, because unfortunately they tend to have these Eisteddfods in tiny out-of-the-way places where the roads really can't keep up with the traffic. So yeah, I think it took us just over 2 hours to get there, and it should have taken us an hour. But had a lovely time, got to talk to a lot of people in Welsh, met somebody who knows somebody that I went to school with. And I went to school in Weston-super-Mare, so that was nice. So you just burnish all the creases, and then these long bits fold in, and they've got these little cut-out bits to just fit them in together, and then you can, when you get them in the right place, that's it, they just fit in really nicely. Once you get, that's it, put that down there, and then these 2 bits hook across like that, and then just make sure that the little tab there is open enough for you to get that in. Of course I can't do it, let's try and do it. I did it perfectly yesterday when I was, not yesterday, day before, when I had a practice. It's because I'm on camera now. There it is. There we go. That goes in there. Give that a little push. Obviously, if you're putting something in there, put it in first. Then you just need to take one of the stickers from the pack and then put it just about there. I'll just put it down a little bit. So there we go. So that's the first one. Then the second one, we're going to be stamping onto one of these hearts. So that's the one with hugs and kisses and the XOXOXO. So I'll just stamp that first. Lovely. That's that. And then I want the hugs and kisses. I'll just pinch one of the hearts off there and put the hugs and kisses on it for a minute. Oh, make sure I've got it the right way up. Hugs and kisses. And just stamp that in. Oh, let me just stamp that off because that looks a bit... Oh no, that's okay. Sometimes it looks as though you've got too much ink on, but you haven't. Hugs and kisses. There. I'm sure you could probably actually use both of those on the same block, which I didn't, but you can. So I'll stick that back over there, put that heart back on because I shall need those in a minute. So that's that, and then I want to get my other box. And now this is the one where you definitely have to pay attention to what you're doing. So if I do it that, I'm going to have to turn the instructions up the way I'm looking at it, else I shall get confused. Right, so we want the outline heart first, and do that in that corner. And then we want to do it at the bottom one on this corner, so that they're both facing the same way, because when you fold it over, it'll be right. And then I want the solid one, which will go just there. And just there. Lovely. Wipe. And done that and I've done that. So again, we will burnish the box. I can turn my instructions the right way up again now. Burnish the box. So yes, if you've never been to a National Eisteddfod, everything's very Welsh. Everybody's siarad Cymraeg. It's the first year actually that I've been to an Eisteddfod since we moved to Wales that I was neither competing nor performing, which was nice because it meant I got to enjoy everything rather than having to worry about being particular places at particular times and have I got the right costume on and what am I singing and where do I stand. So it was nice just to enjoy it as a punter for a change, but I've decided that I will compete in the 2025 Eisteddfod again as a solo singer on the Learner's Day, not in the main proper big Welsh competitions. I only do the Learner's Day ones because doing Dal Dysgu, I'm still learning, and yeah, I think I've decided I've got 2 years to learn a song. Hopefully that'll be enough time. Normally I've only had about 6 months, but yeah, last time I competed was in 2019 in Llanrwst. I only do the ones, the Eisteddfod, when they're in the north of Wales, not the south of Wales, because I live in the north of Wales. in the lovely seaside town of Llandudno. So when it comes to Wrexham in 2025, I shall definitely compete in the Learners' Day there. Learners' Day is always a Thursday in the National Eisteddfod. We also have the International Eisteddfod in Llangollen every year. Now the International Eisteddfod is completely different. It really is international. People from all over the world come, and it's fantastic. It's it's just amazing. Let me just put this on, so then put that sticker on there. There we go, and that's that one. So that's number 2. But with the National Eisteddfod, it changes every other year. It's in the north of Wales, and every other year, does that make sense? It's in the south of Wales, and sometimes it's sort of in the northern part of South Wales or the southern part of North Wales. But this year, as I said, it's on the Llyn Peninsula, and next year it's going to be in the Rhondda Cynon, which is near Pontypridd in South Wales. So if you're down that way and you want to go, it's the first week of August. The National Eisteddfod is always the first week of August. Right, okay, so we're on to number 3 now, which just uses the floral corner one, and that has that on both flaps. Oh, the concentration. If you can hear a funny creaking noise, it's my guests in the bathroom above me. I think it must be where the stand is underneath the bath, and it just creaks sometimes. They must be having a shower. Okay, so I've stamped the 2 ends. Now I also need the green large heart, which I need to stamp with the florally wreath rather than the hugs and kisses one. So this one, you definitely can't use the 2 stamps together, because it's the Love is Sweet, Enjoy a Treat stamp, because it's too big to fit inside the gap of the inside of the wreath, if you understand what I'm trying to say. So then if I stamp this, that goes there. So although you can stamp it inside the wreath, because of where the photopolymer stuff is, you can't fit that inside that. It's too big. But there we go. Right, so that's that. So this one, yes, literally all you've had to do with that one. Oh look, I've put my Toast Great dabs all over that. Never mind. Let's burnish this one. So my very first Eisteddfod was in 2015. We moved here in 2014, and I joined a Welsh Learners Choir in July 2015, with the proviso being that I was going to go to the Eisteddfod with them and look after their bags and stuff while they were singing. Plus they were also being followed by ITV Wales. But they were so impressed with how quickly I learnt the song that they were going to be competing with, that they said, oh no, you've got to join the choir and actually sing with us. And I went, what? No, I've only just joined. And they went, no, you'll be fine, you'll be fine. And then I was interviewed by the lady who was doing the TV programme that we were in, and asking me why I was learning Welsh. And I said, well, you know, I've moved to Wales, so I'm learning Welsh. If I'd moved to France, I'd be expected to learn French. you know, name any other country in the world and I'd be expected to have to speak the language. I have got Welsh ancestry as well, and I had actually wanted to learn Welsh when I was a lot younger. But back in those days, there was no such thing as the internet. I didn't know anybody who spoke Welsh, and trying to learn Welsh from a book when you can't hear what everything's supposed to sound like, quite tricky. So I waited till we got up here. I learnt Welsh. I now sing in a Welsh medium choir, and so does my husband, even though he doesn't speak Welsh. So there we go, that's number 3. Kevin's slightly dyslexic, so he finds other languages apart from English difficult. I mean, he does find English difficult sometimes, to be fair. Give him a computer language though, he's fine. He doesn't need any help with computer languages. What he doesn't know about computer languages, well, it's not worth knowing, to be honest. Right, so this one, I've got to think about what I'm doing. Okay, so let's do it this way. So this one says, "Be my Valentine," which is this one here. So I will stamp that across. I'll stick that right in the middle there. Sorry if you're getting the top of my head. I can't see if you can get the top of my head when I do that. Yes, so that was the first time I competed in the National Eisteddfod, was 2015 with the Learners Choir. And then in 2017 I did a local Eisteddfod as a solo singer and came 3rd, which I was amazed. And I thought, oh, well, if I can do that in a local one, I'll do it in a national one, that'll be fine. So I had to go in the national one in 2017. I came 4th. That's what I say. They picked the top 3 out of all the competitors. So basically, if you don't come in the top 3, you came 4th. So I came 4th, and then I did it again in 2019, just as a soloist. In 2017, I did it with the Learners Choir and as a soloist. But then in 2019, I just did it as a soloist. But then by then I was in this Welsh medium choir, and we were performing on the Sunday in the Cyman Vegani, which is a lovely sing-song basically, and the audience joins in. Now, it's amazing when you're on stage and you're in a choir of about 100 odd people, and there's an audience of several hundred people, and they stand up to join in to sing. It's amazing, because they sing in 4-part harmony as well, and it's just amazing. It was, yeah, blown away I was. Okay, so this one needs the hearts again, the little outline heart, which will go there and there. Oh, no, I can't. If I try and do that again on top, it'll go horrible, so it'll just have to go like that. But it's handmade, it's not going to be perfect. And I do the full heart there, do it like that. Super. So yes, if you want to know where I came in 2019, I came 4th again. And then due to various reasons before Christmas, I thought, no, I can't be putting myself under that pressure to try and learn a song for this Eisteddfod, so I've had a year off. But it's definitely put me in the mood for doing it again in 2025, even though I should be 64. I'm not going to tell you the song that I've decided on yet. I will save that, possibly until after I've actually done the competition. It might all go horribly wrong. It might be brilliant. I can start learning the song now. It's an English song. In fact, it's an English pop song from the 60s, but I'm going to try and find it in Welsh and sing it in Welsh. So, just make this up now I've done all that stamping. And that side. And hook those two over. Make sure you've got your little gap so that you can put this in. Push those together. Lovely jubbly. Now this one, Be My Valentine, needs one of these stickers. And that can go right across there. There we are. So move the instructions out of the way. So you've got 4 delightful little boxes. As I said, you can do them all the same. You can use different colours. If you've got other types of stickers or stamps that might fit in there, you could use those. And they'd be perfect for any sort of little treat. Wedding favours, as I said, if you're doing wedding favours, they'd be fantastic. All sorts of things. Anyway, I think that's me for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Hwyl am y tro!